Hey Scorpio, welcome to your April 2025 monthly reading. I hope you're doing well. We're just going to go ahead and get started here, Scorpio. Let's see. Definitely April is a big month. So let's take a look here. What does it have in store for you, Scorpio? Also, too, my personal readings are still on sale. I decided to keep them on sale. If you're interested in booking a reading with me, that link will be down below in the description. Let's take a look here, Scorpio. You're definitely working really hard here, Ten of Wands. I feel like you have a lot of burdens on your shoulders at this time. I don't think they're necessarily bad burdens. The Ten of Wands, I always say, is the burden of responsibility. So, it's anything that we take on, right? That comes with work. And that comes with obligations and responsibilities. So I just see that you're doing a lot, basically. Let's see here. Yeah, well, let me pull the rest of the cards. We'll pull the Oracle cards, and then we'll jump into the actual tarot. And of course, I'll show you the cards as well. All right. Trust, Scorpio. I feel like you're being encouraged here to trust the future. There's something about your future self here as well. Yeah, okay. You have the Sun card here at the bottom of the deck as well. So one thing I do pick up here, let me pull your Oracle cards. The Temperance is in the outcome. There will be a balancing out of the extremes, specifically with that Ten of Wands and your current energy. It does feel like there's a lot here that you're managing. And I think you're being tested here. I think your faith and optimism and joy is being tested. I feel like it kind of feels heavy here for you with this Ten of Wands and your current energy. Because I think what you're striving for is to feel more free in a way from certain burdens here that you're carrying on your shoulders. Ten of Wands also is when you can take on too many things, and at some point you have to start making adjustments. And I think the adjustments are already starting to happen. I think they're already starting to happen, and they'll definitely be continuing to happen in the month of April. Hold on, Scorpio. Let me pull your damn Oracle cards. He pulled this Black Moon Lilith card. It says mystery here. Yeah, you have Black Moon Lilith is about these deeper desires. These deeper desires and these parts of your personality that you're wanting to express. So let me give you an example. Like Black Moon Lilith can be like, I feel specifically for you, is like you have these deeper desires that are coming to the surface. And this could be with anything. This could be with a new career, new projects, relationships. It can be anything. And for some reason, there could be because you're busy or because you already have your hands full, that you're not able to pursue those things. You get what I'm trying to say? And so there's a part of yourself here that is finally making adjustments, I feel, or about to be making adjustments, or there'll be adjustments in April in general that will allow for you to really be able to really pursue these deeper desires here that you have. All right, let's pull this Oracle card here, Scorpio. You pull this Hollow Bone card. It says teachability here. Now, I will say this. I feel like you're very wise, very intelligent, very smart, and you have a gift to be able to teach and lead. So if I were you, I would use that gift. The Six of Cups is your advice. We'll jump into the tarot here in a moment, but the Six of Cups is about the sharing of a gift, specifically a gift that can transform the lives of others. And also it does particularly point to healing. So you could have that gift of healing. But I also pick up too, Scorpio, that I think it goes both ways. To not stop learning. I think you're being encouraged here to continuously learn and evolve and get better. And that there's still a lot for you to discover. Because Black Moon Lilith, well, what is the moon? It's the subconscious, unconscious. Well, the Black Moon Lilith deals with these, these deeper unconscious things that we need to shed light on, right? So that way we can gain more conscious awareness about ourselves. Let's see. You pulled the Solitude card here as well. Yeah, and this one's very interesting too. I'm going to jump into your reading here in a moment, but to the tarot specifically. But Solitude, for you, I feel like this is pointing to that North Node that we have in Pisces. North Node's in Pisces, and Pisces does connect to Solitude because Pisces connects to introspection and reflection. In order to have proper introspection and reflection, well, it does take solitude. Not isolation, but solitude. To be able to be still and let things enter into your awareness. Pisces deals with the subtle realm. It deals with dimensions. It deals with spirituality and the spirit itself. In order to hear your spirit, sometimes you need solitude. But you have so much going on with the Ten of Wands being in your current energy. Let's go ahead and jump in. You have so much going on in your current energy with the Ten of Wands that it's hard to get that. Because for you, everything's been super extroverted, or it's just super active. Now, it's interesting too, because we are in Aries season. So everything is becoming more active, of course. But it's interesting though, because we will have Venus and Mercury retrograde back into Pisces with that North Node. And we'll be conjuncting and making aspects to Saturn and all types of stuff that's also there in Pisces. And the North Node is all about establishing and creating the ideal future, specifically being in Pisces, the ideal future that's more in alignment with your soul, with your spirit, with your dreams and your visions. But having to really connect to that, like what is that for you? And that's why the solitude comes in, to be able to have introspection, reflection, and go to the depth of your mind and your emotions. That Black Moon Lilith card, and discover the fucking mystery that's there of what those deep desires actually are. Right. So, but I see here you have a lot going on, and that's why I feel it's like almost in a way it's like you're having to make adjustments to free up energy, to free up time. It's because it's all going outward. I feel like it has to come inward. You have the Queen of Pentacles here for your overall energy here for the month. There's going to be a lot of different changes when it comes to your foundation and your stability. I think it's good though. The Queen of Pentacles is all about the accumulation of prosperity, of beautiful things, of growth. So there is more growth here for you happening this month. And I think the main theme is going to be, I think in the month of April, it's really going to point, the main energy is going to point to a side of yourself that you're going to be exploring. That's the Queen of Pentacles. That's more so focused on how you can make your reality more beautiful, right? And how you can cultivate and establish and create something that is truly in alignment with your values. Because that North Node in Pisces is in your fifth, and the fifth house does deal with creative self-expression. It also does deal with our happiness. And that Virgo, the South Node, is in your 11th house, so you could be connected to these larger groups and communities at this time that are part of things that maybe you just kind of want to go your own way and do a different thing. Maybe it's not totally doing a different thing, but it's kind of like exploring sort of something more selfishly for yourself, but not in a selfish way. It's just like something you want to actually do that will bring you happiness. You have the Ten of Cups here in your challenge, and then that Six of Cups is your advice. Well, the Ten of Cups in the challenge is, again, it's very much the North Node in Pisces, right? Because the Ten of Cups is actually Mars in Pisces. And so Mars in Pisces is this striving for this bigger ideal, right? A dream, a vision. And that's pretty much like the North Node in Pisces. Because the North Node is extroverted, Mars is extroverted, so those synergize. And then Pisces is Pisces. So I think here that your challenge is, if you're going to build anything and commit to anything, I think you really want to commit to something that's in alignment with these bigger dreams and these bigger visions that you have that will bring you spiritual and emotional fulfillment. And the Six of Cups as your advice, I think Spirit's really wanting you to start exploring your desires. I mean, that's what I get with the Six of Cups, explore your desires. I think also the Six of Cups is also about trust and surrender too. There's one thing about the Six of Cups that it is trust, because it is like receiving something. In order to receive something is like you have to trust, right? And that North Node being in Pisces, it is also about surrendering and letting go and trusting the divine to orchestrate and bring things together for you, right? Even if you can't see it, right? Because that South Node of Virgo is things that you can touch, see, and feel, but that's the illusion. We feel like, oh, it's not happening right now, or it doesn't look like it's going to happen, so it's not going to happen. Yeah, I think too, Ten of Cups is also about the optimism and the joy of the future and the world that you're building and the world that you're establishing for yourself, or just the world in general. And I think right now you could be kind of having a negative view about it, or pessimistic about it, or just not happy, right? I think the Six of Cups is saying, well, like, forgive yourself for one, and have compassion for yourself. And don't be so hard on yourself here. Six of Cups is saying to open up to the gift of life. Like, there's so much at your disposal, but it's just about allowing yourself to be able to receive it and trust that things will work out for you and your highest good. You pulled the Page of Pentacles here in the future position. I also see there's opportunities coming your way here, particularly around work and career. Also get some type of purchase for you in the month of April. Some type of purchase for you in the month of April. We'll see when we clarify what that is. I'm kind of curious about your future. I want to clarify this more because I feel like there's more on that. You have the Temperance here in the outcome position. This would be the balancing out of extremes, specifically if your workload has been extreme, Ten of Wands, or just your energy not being balanced, right? I think things are coming back into balance here with this Temperance card, and you'll be able to experience more joy. You'll be able to experience more harmony here. We'll come back to that here in a moment too. I definitely got to clarify this future. It's too unclear. You have the Ace of Wands here in the position of something you're unaware of that you need to be aware of. Ace of Wands all about, it's about new beginnings. It's about new energies here. And I feel for you, this is about beginning new things or allowing yourself to take the direction with new things. Like, you don't have to keep committing yourself to something, Ten of Wands, that you just don't want to do, right? Or just make those adjustments, I would say. Let's clarify your read. Clarify the Queen of Pentacles for the overall energy. One thing I see here, though, for you in the month of April is you spiritually like spiritual studies. I see you getting way more deeper into that. So like it could be the metaphysical, it could be the occult, it could be really anything, but just really deepening your spirituality and deepening your divine connection, or strengthening your divine connection, I should say. Clarify the Queen of Pentacles for the overall energy. You have the Chariot here. Yep. And you could say the Chariot is all about ambition. It's all about ambition. I think the Chariot is, for one, it's Cancer, connects to the archetype of Cancer. Your ruling planet, Mars, is in Cancer until it comes into Leo. Thank the Lord it comes into Leo. Fucking tired of this fucking Mars in Cancer. It comes into Mars and Leo. Mars comes into Leo on April 17th, but you got to deal with it for being in Cancer. But yeah, that Chariot is very much like a Mars in Cancer here. It's going outside the realms of your comfort and exploring new things and allowing yourself to open up to the beauty and the joy of exploring new things, creating new things, specifically when it comes to advancements in career, or finding ways or establishing ways here to gain more success for yourself, whether that's more wealth or more resources here, because Mars will come into Leo on the 17th and it will enter into your 10th house, to where the sky's the limit when Mars comes into the 10th. It's all about striving for something higher. It's all about striving for, in regards to your career and your work and wanting to be something and create something in the world. I can't wait for Mars to come into Leo. Clarify the Ten of Wands in your current energy. You have the Queen of Wands here. I think for the most part, you're still positive and optimistic. I just feel like you have just a lot on your plate. There's a lot that you're doing. But it's interesting too, because heavy is the head that wears the crown, right? Heavy is the head that wears the crown. And you have the Chariot, Queen of Pentacles. You have two queens here. So these are leader energy. Specifically with the Ten of Wands, it's like you have a lot on your plate. There's a lot on your shoulders. Specifically, if people rely on you and depend on you. And I think you're definitely one of those people here, Scorpio, that wants to take care of others, that wants to like lead here. Clarify the 10 of Cups in your challenge. You pulled the 5 of Cups. Yeah, it's the grieving, and it's the one thing about the 5 of Cups is it's sadness, but it doesn't even have to be because something is happening right now. It could literally be like your soul is stuck to something in the past. Like your soul, there's a cord to something that is still like whenever you think about it, it makes you sad, or it's just still in your auric field, like something's still in your energy here. But the 6 of Cups is right after the 5 of Cups, and it's your advice. And I think, for one, I would forgive yourself. 5 of Cups, 10 of Cups is we can't be present because we're thinking about the past. We're too caught up on something that happened in the past. And so the 6 of Cups says it's acceptance and forgiveness. So forgive yourself, and it's like accept something and forgive yourself here. And this could be forgiving others as well. But also, too, this is interesting, too, because whenever shit happens in life and it doesn't go our way and we're constantly getting, bombarded, or just we're always kind of getting the short end of the stick, it does change your attitude. It makes you a little bit pessimistic. But the thing is, the 6 of Cups is the restoring of simplicity. It's the restoring of trust and life again. But it's up to you yourself to do that. Like, it's up to you to shift your attitude or to shift your perception. And so one thing I see you working on here is like your perception in the month of April, and your perception shifting and changing. Clarify the Page of Pentacles in the future. You pulled the 2 of Cups here. I wanted to say that. I feel like there's an offer in regards to a relationship here. If you're single, you could be meeting someone here with this 2 of Cups. If you're already in a relationship here, there could be something, or if you're talking to someone or in a relationship, there could be something here that you two agree on here, and it really innovates things. And the reason why I say that is because Saturn is sextile Uranus and Taurus. And Saturn and Pisces in your 5th house, Uranus and Taurus is in your 7th house. 5th house, 7th house deals with romance, and the 7th house deals with relationships. So there's romantic, there's big breakthroughs when it comes to your romantic relationships, I would say. Yep. But also, it's not just about romantic relationships, 5th house, 7th house. It's also your talents, gifts, skills, and creative ability here pairing up with others, cooperating with others, and working with others, and being a part of something with others. So these could be opportunities that are coming your way in regards to that. Clarify the Temperance here. In the outcome, you pulled the Emperor here. Yeah, the one thing that I feel here for you is there's a restructuring of your identity. And I think Neptune, that comes into Aries, it'll be on April or March 30th, but it'll be here in April. Well, Aries is the Emperor. It does deal with our identity and our sense of self. And so I think, when Neptune comes into Aries, it's all about transcendence and transcending the personality, right? Dissolving the limitations and restrictions and the rigidity of old personalities and your old sense of self, and being able to reorient yourself to something else, right? And establish a new sense of identity with things. So I see that being a really good positive thing here for you. Because in a way, like your old self almost in a way isn't being able to keep up with things. It's like everything's evolving, and so it's like you're having to evolve too. Clarify the 6 of Cups as your advice. Pull the Wheel of Fortune here. Spirit's definitely wanting you to trust in the divine's timing of things. 6 Cups, Wheel of Fortune is actually just trusting the timing of things and not trying to control things. It's the ability to surrender, trust, let go, and the will take you. Fate and destiny will take you to a better place. But you have to first trust your fate and destiny. Because the Wheel of Fortune is like you can control the wheel. Right? You can keep it from, if you hold on to it and you stop it from turning out of fear or out of wanting to cling to something in the past, you're never going to reap the new things that are coming into your life. So I definitely get here that to trust here process, to trust change and to accept change and to forgive yourself, because like the wheel's trying to turn here and take you into way better things. Yeah, you pulled the Ace of Wands to clarify it. You pulled the Death card here in the position of something you're unaware of that you need to be aware of here. Yeah, there's new life trying to enter into the picture. There's new things trying to enter, and I think that's exactly what's happening. So again, the Death card is the decay of one thing fertilizes another, and the Ace of Wands is that potent energy of life force energy and creative energy that comes as a result from the fertilization of something new, the fertilization of a new seed that's being planted in your life. So there's a lot of new things and new directions here happening. And I feel like, the Death card also too is you, Scorpio. Ace of Wands would be like a new you is being born here. So that's what I see for you here in your reading, Scorpio. Yeah, I wouldn't cling to the past. There's still so much joy to be found. It's like, in a way, I think it's perception. I think the universe is like, it's all about the perception here. So that's what I got for you, Scorpio, in your reading. Yeah, and this teachability card says that you're going to make mistakes in your life. But it's when we start shaming ourselves, right? Black Moon Lilith. When we start shaming ourselves and not forgiving ourselves, we just hold on to it and we create an attachment to it. It stops us from growing. And I think for you, your advice is to forgive yourself or forgive others and allow yourself to trust life again. So that's what I got for you, Scorpio, in your reading. I appreciate you for watching. Again, if you want to book a personal reading with me, that link is down below in the description. My reads are on sale. If you need any confirmations or direction, or if you want to ask me any question, I can definitely do that for you. Otherwise than that, if you liked the video, Scorpio, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, and I will see you later.